Most High God, please block anybody trying to interfere with this reading. Do step in and deliver your messages to your sons and the rest of us who are minding their business. All right. I mean, their business is our business because they're our fathers and our brothers and our lovers and our friends and our bosses and our neighbors and our, the list goes on and on. So we're here to do what I call Operation Mandem. That's where I do readings that deal specifically with issues concerning the male population. Okay. So I give God a voice to talk to the men or masculine. In that case, it could actually be female masculine energy. But if the message resonates with you, whether you're female or male, then obviously apply. But this is definitely dedicated specifically to men. Man with the dingling. The real ones, not the fake ones, okay? Not female pretending to be males. I'm talking about real man. Welcome to 2025 Babylon. All right, so Most High, what's your message for your sons at this time? What do you want to tell them? We have a whole playlist that we call Operation Mandem. And I think the Operation Galdem, that's for the females, is in the same playlist. So if you want to just browse over any past readings, most likely there'll be something in there to help you. Okay. Or help somebody you know. Let's see what y'all got going on at this time. Feeling a little bit crazy. I'm feeling a little bit discombobulated. Is that how you feel, Mandem? Is that how you feel? You're like, I'm sorry for laughing. I shouldn't laugh. Or maybe you need to laugh more. Maybe you need to laugh a bit more. Put yourself in situations that give you cause to laugh. Or, well, or extract yourself from situations which take away your laughter. Like if you know you're around people who are just draining to your energy, or guiding you in the wrong direction, if you're dealing with matters that you cannot manage, call God. Because obviously it's God's turn to take care of this part of your journey, dealing with that. There's a reason why you can't get over the hump. It's because you're not meant to do it by yourself, because you don't have what it takes to do it. So that's where you need to pray. You need answers. You need assistance. We cannot do it all by ourselves. Okay? So I felt this energy of some kind of craziness. When I say craziness, I mean, I felt, I know it's not mine, first of all, that's why I'm telling you. I felt it's like my brain was doing this. There was no stability. There was no serenity. There was no peace. So I'm guessing that's how a lot of y'all out there are feeling right now. You know, you're only a man. You need God. Just like we're only women, we need God. I'm only human after all. I'm only human. And this is ugly. And it's dry. You can get it. Don't put the blame on me. So give yourself a break and make some better choices for yourself. Adjust your social circle pertaining to friends, family. Anywhere you can make adjustments, do that. That's how you bring more happiness. The less shit you have in your life is the more good vibes you'll have. Even if it don't go up in number, just eliminating as much crap as possible, you create a more peaceful atmosphere for yourself within. If you know you're eating foods that you shouldn't be eating, you need to lessen it or stop it altogether if you can. If you know you're taking some kind of intoxicant that is messing with your focus and your general health, you need to lessen it and or stop it completely if you can. I'm sure you know what's causing your pain if you would be so kind as to be true to yourself. And that's where it starts. If you're not honest with yourself, you don't keep those circles. You have to be honest with yourself and take care of those irritants accordingly. Okay? Interesting. I've never had this one before. This shuffle is different. Well, it goes along with this combobulation shit. You gotta do things differently. If you do what you've always done, you're going to get what you've always gotten. Nothing is going to change. Time to do some things differently. And I'm using my left hand. I don't ever use my left hand for this. So you really need to do some different things in your life, man. Gentlemen, it is time for change. Usually I use my right hand to do all this. Usually I split the deck and then it just divides where it wants to, and I follow where it divided. This time God made me put each one down individually. So there's a whole bunch of different shit going on in this reading. And that tells me right away that you need to do some things differently. You can't do what you've always done, or else nothing's gonna change. Okay? So that's the first message that's coming through. Look how awkward I am doing it with my left hand. Okay, so the subject matter of this part of your message, gentlemen, we got clearance. Broomstick. Time to get rid of whatever it is that's bothering you, or extricate yourself from the situation. Okay, time for clearance. I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. The blame ain't entirely on me. The blame ain't entirely on me. Just take your part of the blame. Even this feels foreign to me. So this is how I usually do it, but it feels foreign. So let's equate that to what you got going on in your life. So there's something that you're used to doing. You're doing the same thing, but it doesn't feel the same. Something that you used to be at peace with, or something that wasn't really a problem that you were doing, or maybe it's somebody that you got in your life, maybe it's several people. Okay, maybe it's your job, maybe it's some habits. It was once okay, but the energy has shifted, so now it's time to clear that away, or clear those people away, or clear that person away, clear that habit or those habits away. So don't fool yourself into thinking, well, this is how I've always. The universe is now calling for change. Your system is calling for change. Your mind, body, and soul are calling for change. Because what was once okay is no longer okay. Okay? That's basically what we got going on. And the card to come out is cycles. It's over. Things start, things end. So you've come to the end of a cycle in your lifetime. Time to start a fresh chapter. It's time for change. And I know sometimes it could be sad when it's time for change, because me personally, I'm not a person that like change like that. But if I'm in a situation that is not ideal, then I welcome change. Even if I have to put in extra effort to adjust to the new situation. Because what's the other choice? Is to be continually hurting myself, being or dealing with whatever it is that's no longer good for me, you know? And it's like, how cruel. Why are you treating yourself like that? You know? It's like if there's a food that you eat and you know it causes you to have a breakout or something, you're not gonna keep eating that food, are you? You're gonna stop eating that food. If you're washing your skin with something and it's messing up your skin, you're not gonna continue to use it. So if you have a friend that's being a torment in your life, why are you keeping the friend? If you're at a job that's messing with your health, why are you staying there? You should be making preparations to get another one so that you can leave this one. And the sooner you start, the sooner you can leave, knowing that you already have another one secure, because yes, you need income. But whatever it is that's come to an end, you have to let it end, or else you're going to keep feeling the way you feel in your head, like that, whatever I should call that, discombobulated. let's see let's see what that word means. Is that even a word? I learned it from Facebook. Let's see. Well, it's not in this dictionary. So what I'm trying to say is you feel less mentally unstable. The definition for discombobulated, as I understand it, is feeling unstable. So when you clear out what you need to clear out, you can feel more mentally stable. Okay? And it will reflect in the health of your body. Because when you're not okay in your mind, it messes with your whole life. Okay? If you're discontent here, like let's say you're discontent, you're not happy with your work, with your work situation. When you go home, you're gonna be miserable. Dealing with your children, your family, you're gonna be miserable. Dealing with your lover, you're gonna be miserable. If you have a problem with your lover, going to work, you're gonna be miserable. Dealing with your family and your friends, you're gonna be miserable. Maybe not so much with your friends, but there's gonna be some level of miserable vibes in your vibe. Okay? And those who know you well, they'll be able to tell that you're not okay. So, if you want to be all right, time for clearance. Okay? All right. So, the underlying issue, we got power and spring. So, spring is that time of new beginnings. You have the power to begin something anew. Okay, you have to use your power to begin something new, because the cycle is done. So now it's the start of a new one. Spring energy. So we got the ethos card. It says, this is my love card in this deck. It says, by the Wiccan law ye must, in perfect love, in perfect trust. 8 words the Wiccan read fulfill, and ye harm none, do as ye will. And ever mind the rule of 3, what thee send out comes back to thee. Follow this with mind and heart, and merry ye meet, and merry ye part. So whatever it is that you're separating yourself from, do not do it in a disorderly fashion. Okay? Whatever or whoever it is that you're separating yourself from, do it in an orderly fashion, because it once brought you pleasure. It once helped you in some way. So don't be ungrateful to all the good that it or those people or that person brought into your life. Are you understanding? So yeah. So live in love and peace for your own sake. Okay? All right. So we got the power to begin anew or new love, because now we have the union card coming in. And we have the feminine card coming in. Feminine energy and balance. So what is that saying? That is saying you have the power to begin a new love union. And love union could either be, it could be with a person, it could be with a job, it could be with yourself. Okay. So you apply this to whatever area of your life that's got you feeling mentally unstable. And then we got the feminine balance. So once you bring this new beginning in love, that means you're gonna leave your last situation in love, okay, and enter this new chapter in love. We have the feminine energy coming in and balance, so it's gonna be easy to attract balance, because that's what the vibe in your head is. You're feeling imbalanced. Okay, so the cycle has ended. You have the power to bring in new love vibes in your life. If you leave your last situation in love and you enter this new one in love, it'll bring you balance. Let's see what else. It'll bring you balance and stability. We got cleansing, the banishment, or the hex. This is the energy that's making you feel unstable in your mind. It doesn't mean somebody put a spell on you. In some cases, they could have, but they're not hard to break. In my experience, so many people have put a spell on me and they don't ever work, because I'm true to myself and I'm not afraid to make other people uncomfortable, because why do you want to make me uncomfortable? Return to sender. And another reason why people put themselves in compromising positions is they feel like they don't want to lose this and they don't want to lose that. Well, you allow the hex to work on you by thinking that way. You choose to stay in the hex. As long as you refuse to disassociate yourself or separate yourself from whatever is causing you pain or whoever is causing you pain, then you agree to the pain. You're, without words, giving permission to experience the pain. You have to separate yourself. Because why would you want to attach yourself to anything or anyone that is causing you pain? Especially if you've tried and tried and tried and tried and tried and tried to correct the situation. There has to be a point where you stop being kind to others. Stop expecting love from that which is outside of yourself and give that love to yourself. Spend that money on yourself. Give that time to yourself. Give that attention to yourself. New will come in. New love. When you remove that which used to be lovely from your life, but is not lovely anymore, you make space for new love to come in. Okay? And when the journey is done with this new love, you have to do this cycle again. You have to go through the release and spring again. Some things and people come into our life for a reason, some for a season, and some for a lifetime. You have to know the difference. You have to know when the season has come and expired. You have to know when the reason has come and has been fulfilled. And if they're there for a lifetime, then you don't need to separate yourself, because you're going to be all right. You see, we be trying to hold on to things for a lifetime that are only meant to stay for a season, or that was only in our life for a reason. So you have to be honest with yourself about whatever this is that's causing you all this discomfort. Analyze the situation and recognize if it was meant for a reason, a season, and we know you can eliminate a lifetime at this point of your life, because maybe you'll meet up again in the future. Maybe you'll get that job again in the future. Maybe you could start doing that intoxicant again in the future. Whatever it is that you have to separate yourself from. But for right now, this season is done. So figure out if you have learned the reason for them coming into your life or for you being in this situation. So we know it's not a lifetime at this point. So it's either a reason or a season. Identify. So we got cleansing, hex. We got security, intention, guardian, prosperity. You see it. So by cleansing the hex, you see, let's see, by cleansing the hex, we got security and intention. So cleansing the hex, then you secure your intention to guard your prosperity. Your prosperity is this rebirth, spring energy. Okay, so I can feel myself talking to you, and I can feel that same distorted energy in your mind. I can feel it kind of not registering. You might want to save this video so you can go back to it in the future. But basically what God is saying is the cycle is done with whatever it is that's causing you this pain, this instability. As when you let it go in love and you move forward in love, you will secure your prosperity. Because this instability of your mind is messing with just about every area of your life. Yeah, you change your fortune. We got death, fertility, autumn. So you will change your fertility situation from being that of a fall. Autumn is fall. Things are falling off the trees. There's no strength to hold the leaves on the trees. It's time for the old to leave so that the new can come in. So once you're secure in your intention, that means not being wishy-washy about moving forward. You will guard your prosperity. Your best days are ahead of you, they're not behind you. You have every reason to move forward and no reason to be looking back. So once you're secure in your intention, you will preserve your prosperity and your rebirth, your new beginning. And that will kill your fertility falling. That will bring an end to your fertility falling. So that means you must be suffering like with your money, your joy, your peace, just your overall well-being. And it's only a matter of time before they start to affect your physical health. So if you want to stop all of that, you need to get rid of whatever or whoever this is that's in your life causing you this pain. And if you don't feel like you received that message, you might want to press rewind when this is over and maybe listen again or listen some other day, because I was very clear, but I can feel you. I can feel it not registering in somebody's mind. The message was very clear. If you really want to understand, you will pray for understanding. If you really want to get out of your situation, if you can't do it on your own, you will pray. That's what God is for. And don't forget to give God thanks. You have not been feeling like yourself lately. You have not been feeling like your best self lately. It's because there's something, someone, maybe a group that you need to get rid of. The end of the journey has come for you and whatever or whoever this is. It could even be a way of thinking. It could be a person, place, thing, idea, whatever this is. It's got to go if you want to have peace in your life again. If you want to have prosperity in your life again, it has to go. They have to go. That person has to go. Okay, so these two cards wanted to make themselves visible. We got fulfilling the end of the bribe and establish more control. Is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? Is this the person that's trying to control you? Is this the person or the thing that's in your life that you don't seem to want to let go of? Or let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. It's not time to reveal that yet. That's what I'm saying. You it's not registering to you. What I'm saying to you right now is not registering to you. Let's see what's next. Mass migration. Yeah, y'all need to leave. Y'all need to leave that person, place, thing, idea, whatever the hell this is. Y'all need to leave. Let's see what's next. We got create anger. It's an act of rebellion against the system, whatever system you're a part of. This could be a personal thing, not the governmental system. Or maybe it's the governmental system for some of you. So let's see. So fulfilling their end of the bribe, establish more control. And we got, it's not time to reveal that yet about this migration that you need to do. It's gonna create anger. So are you worried about how the other person is going to? So that's why you don't want to do what you have to do to bring yourself peace. So it look like you're not making, you don't want to make the moves. You don't want to face the truth, first of all. You would prefer not to see the truth. You know what you need to do. You know what the problem is, but you don't want to deal with the problem because it's going to create anger. But this is why God said, do it in love. If you are putting out loving energy and the person receiving the message is putting out negative energy, that don't have nothing to do with you. If you're doing what you're supposed to do for your highest good, then God's going to support you. So if, let's say, you don't want to talk up because this person is going to kick you out their house, or they're not going to want to have sex with you anymore, or whatever it is, listen, God give and God take. If you're trying to do what is best for you, whatever you lose, God will replenish. God has already provided a way for you. It's for you to walk in that way. If you choose not to walk in that way, then you're just going to stay in this very bad condition. And that's your choice. So whatever is stopping you from doing right by yourself, you're automatically accepting less. You're automatically accepting and agreeing to being treated like shit. Why do you care about somebody being angry at you for standing up for yourself when they're treating you like shit? How does that make sense? That don't make no sense. Return to sender. You're carrying weight that don't belong to you. You're carrying anger that don't belong to you. You're carrying struggles that don't belong to you. It's not yours. Somebody's putting that on you, and you're allowing them to put it on you because you're afraid of how they're going to react if you give them back their shit, or if you stop them from being able to give you their shit. I'm sorry. If you are here, if you've been here from the beginning, you know how I am. I deal with champions. Okay? I deal with champions only. I'm the type of person that, let me tell you my experience. When I was about 17, I wanted to start my dreadlocks, my first set of dreadlocks, and I did. And the woman I thought was my mother, but that's another story in itself. My guardian at the time, she told me either comb them out or get out of her house. And I left her house. I didn't have a job. I was going to college, and I left her house. Wasn't sure where I was going to go, but I left her house because I'm not combing them out. If these are my two choices, then I'm going to make my choice. I'm sure she didn't expect me to leave. But I left, and God provided a place for me. My brother had a girlfriend, and the girlfriend basically let me stay in her apartment. And I didn't have to pay for it. All I did was provide electricity. I don't remember if I did the electricity, but I provided food for myself. All I had to do is take care of myself. She stayed with my brother and just gave me the place. God provided a place for me. So you can't let people make you unhappy. If I had chosen to be afraid of getting out of a house, then what would that be saying to her about me and my personal power? I'm allowing her house to dictate my life. My locks are my identity. This is who I want to be. This is how I want the world to know me. Yes, it's that important to me. I risked homelessness for my dreadlocks. But by me choosing to do right by myself, my principles, my morals, God provided the answers that I needed next. So you don't have to see how God is going to take care of you. All you have to do is do right by yourself, because God didn't put you here to be nobody's bitch. God didn't put you here to be nobody's doormat. God didn't put you here to be nobody's punching bag. God didn't put you here to be nobody's emotional target practice. You're the emotional bullseye. God didn't put you here to suffer. If you're suffering, it's because you're helping them to suffer you. The moment you stop it, it stops. But you have to be open to change, whatever that looks like. We got attempt to save your image or reputation next. So what we got here? So it's not time to reveal that yet. And we got migration will create anger. It's an act of rebellion against the system that you're currently living under, whether that's personal or governmental. And we got an attempt to save your image or reputation and create sadness. Because this is what I was saying. If I hadn't stood up to her, if I didn't stand up to her at that time, she would have been pushing more and more and more of my boundaries. But by me doing that, she knew I wasn't the type to mess with. Because why you want to give me a choice like that? Either comb out my dreadlocks or move out of your house? That's a bit drastic. Is that serious? And for back then, it was that serious because dreadlocks were frowned upon. So yes, it was that serious for her, but it was equally that serious for me. So here's where we part. Merry we meet and merry we part. I didn't cuss her. I didn't argue or nothing like that. I just left. I took whatever I had and I left. And I wasn't sad. I was happy. And then I started praying for a child because it's like I was saying to myself, she doesn't know how to be a mother at all. And that's the first time I prayed for my child. Because I knew I could be a better mother than she is. So I wanted somebody to love, to put that energy into the world. And didn't have a job, didn't know the importance of having a job at that stage of my development. I just knew that this is what I want. Yeah, I grew up in a family where they didn't teach me about having a job and being on your own. At 17, I had no clue of the importance or the relevance of a college degree. I didn't know the importance or the necessity of having a job and having an income. I didn't know anything because she did everything for us. But I figured it out. And I didn't do too badly either because I'm a smart cookie. So, can't be afraid to take the leap. Leave people with their nonsense. Stop subjecting yourself to pain and hurt and rejection and being manipulated and controlled. Stop subjecting yourself to sadness. If you don't do anything to stop yourself from being subjected to sadness, then expect to be subjected to more sadness. It's that simple. It's either you're gonna do or you're gonna die. They're gonna kill your happiness. They're gonna kill your self-confidence. They're going to kill your peace. They're going to kill your independence. They're going to kill your respect. It's either you do or you die. That simple. There's no in between. So you can't be putting yourself in bad situations and then complain and say how, oh, why is life so unfair? No, why are you so unfair to yourself? Why are you caring more about other people and these people don't even care about you? If they cared about you, then that's different. And how do you know if somebody cares about you? The way that they treat you. People who care about you, they try to compromise. And if they know that what they desire is just utterly ridiculous, they will be willing to sacrifice because they value your presence. So if somebody's doing something that they know you don't like, and they know it's so ridiculous that they should stop doing it, they will stop doing it if they truly love you. That's the sacrifice. They let go of that because you're more precious to them. You know how somebody feel about you by how they treat you. If they don't make you a priority, you should not be making them a priority. I don't care who it is. I read for champions. Okay? So if you're not a champion and you're not willing to do what you have to do, this channel is not for you. Yes, you're going to be shaking. Yes, you're going to be concerned, not worried. Because if you have God at the front, then there's no need for you to be worried. But there's a need for you to think. There's a need for you to be vigilant. But trust God. God got you. God didn't put you here to be abused by anybody for any reason. And then you're caring about their feelings. What about your feelings? If they say fuck your feelings, well, fuck their feelings too. Exchange is no robbery. You see how I got my rhythm back? This is how I usually do it. Now that I've gotten rid of the bullshit, I can start to function properly again. Function like myself. Because whoever you are, see that? Whoever you rah. That's how you're feeling. That's who you have become. That's who you have allowed this situation to make you into. You allowed it. So you're not even yourself anymore. You don't feel like yourself. You're not going to look like yourself. Soon you'll be looking in the mirror and not liking what you see because you're unhappy. Prolonged unhappiness, it changes our facial structure. That's what makes us look, that's one of the things that make us look old. Make us unattractive. Okay, so the message of this part, look, defamation. Do you know what defamation? Here's my handy dandy dictionary. To defame. To defame is to attack the good reputation of. To defame someone is to attack the good reputation of that person. Like I said, you're not yourself right now. This situation is turning you into a version of you that you don't like. You're not comfortable with. That's why your brain is doing this. You're not yourself. To attack the good reputation of. And that's the subject matter. There's a good reputation that's under attack right now. I would use my iPad to find the words in the dictionary, but they're using these gadgets to poison me, so I minimize my contact with these technological gadgets. Okay, that's why I'm using an actual dictionary today, because I usually use it, but I'm definitely using it because I can't deal with the poisons. Okay, that's coming from my iPad and my phone right now. Some is coming from my phone, but I have to use my phone. Okay, so we got influencing your personal life, and we got it's the truth. Interesting. So we had defamation. The message is influencing personal life, and it's the truth. So defamation is a lie. So let's see where God is going with this. Let's make some sense of this. So we got the underlying issue. We got mass migration or migration, leaving, influencing division, separation. We got brainstorming. We got create anger, rebelling to include God worship. And in this case, it is yourself. Because you could praise the actual God in this situation. But the God that need to be praised right now is the God inside yourself. You're subjecting the God inside yourself to unworthy conditions. The God inside you deserve better. That's what I heard. Because you can praise Almighty God in this situation. But if you really want to praise that God and the God in you, or the God that you are, you would leave. So we got brainstorming, create anger, rebelling to include God worship. It's an act of rebellion against the way things are, the way things are going. The brainwashing. They're turning you into who you are not. And that's what's creating your sadness. And it's diverting your attention. So you can't concentrate on anything that is important to you, even if you wanted to. Rebelling to maintain their parental rights. This person wants to control you. That's why the cards came out before fulfilling their end of the bribe, which is to establish more control. So it looked like somebody put somebody in your life to control you. So this person isn't even doing it of their own free will. This person was sent in your life to torment you. They're probably pretending to be a lover, pretending to be a caring mother or caring father or caring sister or caring friend, whatever role they took on in your life. This person that's creating all this sadness and anger inside of you, they're faking you. That's why the relationship is never stable. But their words are so convincing. When they love you so well that when they're treating you like shit, you think they're having an off day, when it's the opposite. They're there to treat you like shit. The love that they're giving you is only to keep you there, keep you confused. The hex, that's the hex. The hatred, that's their true purpose in your life. When they love you, that's when they're being fake. They're influencing your personal life. So perhaps this person was sent into your life to keep you busy because there's someone or something that they're trying to keep you from. Influencing your personal life. That's the truth. Migration would influence division. And we got brainstorming, create anger, rebelling to include God worship, It's an act of rebellion against how things are going, their system of control, their brainwashing, because it's creating sadness and diverting your attention from whoever and whatever they're keeping you from. So there's somewhere else that you're supposed to be at this stage of your life, but because this person keep pretending with you that they love you, and then tomorrow they do some silly shit that don't make no kind of sense to you at all, that break your heart, and then they come back and they give you the sweetest kisses, and they probably buy you gifts, and they put some crazy sex on you that just make your head go giddy. You're saying this person must love me, until the next day when they do some dumb shit that don't make no sense to you, to break your heart again, or a couple days after. You only get couple days of good vibe. Every couple days they do some shit to piss you off because they don't really like you. They're just trying to stop you from attaining your next chapter in life, because somebody sent them to do that. So who are you, and what are you supposed to be doing in your life? Fuck their feelings. Right now, you're saying fuck your own feelings because you're putting their feelings above yours. So if you're bold enough to say fuck their feelings, fuck your feelings, you should be bold enough to say fuck their feelings. Because why you have to make my life so unstable? Why is it that we can't have prolonged periods of peace and happiness and getting along and good vibrations? Why is it that every couple of days you're doing some other shit to piss me off? Why is it that you don't care about my feelings? And then after you fuck up, all of a sudden you find your nice side. But when you think everything is cool, there's no nice side about you. When you think we're cool, there's no extra effort coming from you. But then when you fuck up and you feel me about to pull away, all of a sudden you're the most loving. Something here, right? We got collapse or ruin them. So rebelling to maintain their parental rights, collapse or ruin them. The setup before the setup. This person is setting you up to create disappointment in your life. It's coded information. That's why the happiness doesn't last long between you and this person. That's why they keep doing stupid shit and hurting your feelings, because they don't give a fuck about your feelings. It's coded information. They're not coming straight up and tell you what they're up to. You have to figure it out. You have to figure out who's sincere in your life and who is not. Exactly. You have to rebel against being indoctrinated. This person is indoctrinating you, brainwashing, making you believe that which is not true. What is true in this situation is this person is trying to influence your personal life. That's all they're there to do. Block your path from being with whoever. So if this is business, there's some other people you're supposed to be with in business that are actually wanting to work with you and are willing to actually care about you. They actually care about you. This person that's blocking you, they don't care about you. They're only there to influence your personal life. If you're with somebody in a relationship, this person is only there to block you from being with somebody who you ought to be with. There's somebody who is more ideal for you that this person is blocked from. If it's about your personal growth, where there's like family around or friends or whatever, this person has been given the job, the duty to be up in your ear, making you believe in them and making you block out other people that you actually should be having in your life right now. This person that's stopping you, they're bad for you. Whoever they're keeping you from, they're good for you. So they're trying to influence your personal life by giving you fake love. You need to rebel against being indoctrinated by this person, or else continue to live a destiny that is not yours. You're not in your destiny right now. Where you're at or who you're with, that's not where you're supposed to be. There's something or someone better for you out there. And this person is there to stop you from going towards that person or that thing. And they're doing a very good job, because you don't want to make them angry. Sometimes you got to fight for your right. You have to let go of that which is not for you, so that that which is for you can take its rightful place. I just heard, when you've had enough, you will leave. Let's just hope that it won't be too late, because life goes on. For whoever or whatever this is that rightfully belongs to you, but you're not paying attention to because you're so caught up in this fake love over here, by the time you come to your senses or you find your strength and you leave, let's hope that this isn't already grabbed up by somebody else. And if it is, blame yourself. Blame yourself. Because you're the one who chose not to take the steps to go towards this thing that is better for you, or this person that is better for you. Blame yourself. Life goes on. Because while you're busy over here with who isn't for you or what isn't for you, this person, knowing that you're supposed to be over there with them, they're waiting for you, they're waiting for you, they're waiting for you, they're waiting for you. And as they look across, they see that you are occupied. All of your attention is over there. So they feel like, he's not interested. And so they move on. Life goes on. subject matter of this part of your message. We got respiratory obstruction. Can't breathe. I feel like I'm suffocating. That's how you feel. Can't breathe. You're suffocating yourself. I love you, can't live without me. Can't eat, can't sleep, can't breathe. How could you be with somebody who claim that they love you when you're with them, they make you feel like you can't breathe? You're supposed to feel like that when somebody's gone from you, not when they're with you. You know, like from sadness, feel like you can't breathe, can't eat, can't sleep, that type vibe. But the person's right there. Yet you can't eat, you can't sleep, you can't think. And yet they try to convince you that everything is fine. I love you. Okay. I like to say life has taught me that love heals. It doesn't hurt. This world taught us to believe that love hurts. They say love hurts. They say love is blind. All that shit is lies. You need to keep your wits about you at all times. And love does not hurt. It heals. Even tough love heals. Love does not hurt. If it's hurting you, it's not love. If they are hurting you, it is not love. They're blocking your air. Respiratory obstruction. Do you know what happens if you can't breathe for long enough? It feels correct like this. Okay, so your message is loss of ability. What ability is this that you're about to lose? So something you were once capable of doing, you're about to lose it. This person is making you lose yourself. This job is making you lose yourself. This habit is making you lose yourself. This way of thinking is making you lose yourself. This way of being is making you lose yourself. See the underlying issue? There's respiratory obstruction again. It's like, I'm not going anywhere. That's what you're saying in your situation. You're like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not leaving. Okay. Let's see. So respiratory obstruction will lead to a loss of value. You lose your abilities, you lose your value. So, what ability is this that you're about to lose or that you are losing? Whatever it was or whatever it is, because of it, you have value. Is this person going to still want you as bad as they do when you have no value? Are they still going to be so in love with you when you lose this ability? Are they going to be so supportive of you when you lose this ability? What kind of ability is this? What do you find yourself less and less capable of doing? That's what you're losing. So if you are a great talker, you're losing your gift of gab. If you're a musician, you're losing your gift of being a great musician. If you're a banker, you're losing your gift of being a great banker. If you're a sex machine, you're losing your gift of being a great sex machine. Whatever your gift is, you're losing it because you choose not to be fair to yourself. You're allowing yourself to be beguiled by a liar. You're allowing yourself to be fooled. In a situation where you should be putting yourself first, you're choosing not to put yourself first. Let's read on. Loss of value. You got loss of hearing. You don't want to hear, so you're going to have to feel. Loss of hearing, your loss of rights. And eventually, you're going to lose this lover. Once their job here is done, they'll be gone. Because if you don't have no more value, you're useless. So you're losing your value because you're choosing not to hear. And once you've lost your value, you're going to lose your rights to this lover. They're not going to want to have anything to do with you anymore. They'll throw you away like you were trash. And what are you going to do then? Go run to this person that you know a choice for you. As we speak right now, you know that this other situation is a better situation for you. But you're choosing to ignore this situation, ignore this person, not caring about what they have to go through because of your absence. Because you don't belong over there where you are right now. You belong over here in your future. But you're allowing yourself to be beguiled by your past and your present, when you should be making headway into your future. So once this person that you know you're not supposed to be with empties your cup, are you then going to try link up with the one that you're keeping waiting right now? So you're only going to go towards your future once this has failed. And this person that don't want you is only going to let you go once they have diminished your value, emptied your cup. So then you want to take your empty self when this lover, this current lover, finally throw you away because you have no value anymore. You want to take your empty self over to the one that you're keeping waiting right now, and you think that they should accept you? By you messing up the balance, being over here with this person that you know you're not supposed to be with, you're also upsetting the balance of this person who has to be without you. You are not only causing yourself a disservice, you're doing this person over here who should be working with you at this time a disservice as well. And then once this person throw you in the trash because they have emptied you of all your inspiration and all your ability and all your joy and all your peace and all your beauty and all your vigorous nature, all your life force, then you want to take your broken, empty, dead, giftless self over to this person that's been waiting on you, and you expect them to accept you. So you're gonna lose your lover and you're gonna lose your money, or you're gonna lose your lover because you have lost your ability to make money, because right now you're losing your ability, your inspiration is shot. You can't think straight, you can't do nothing straight, because you're allowing this person to run amok in your life. Allowing. And you know that there's somebody over here that you're supposed to be with, and you're choosing to ignore this person. No problem. Loss of lover, loss of money, loss of desire, loss of influence. This person is ruining you. This person is making you into nothing. Loss of control, loss of libido. Not even your dick gonna work properly. And you think that this person that you're keeping waiting right now is going to want you after you allow this person to make you into a nobody? So what, this person over here isn't good enough to bring your good energy and your good fortune and your good nature too? No? Okay. Stay where you are and let this person empty you. Let this person that you're presently with drain the life out of you. And then try to get with this person that was waiting for you for God knows how long. How long was this person over here waiting for you? 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, 9 months, 10 months, 11 months, 1 year, 1 year and a month, 1 year and 2 months, 1 year and 3 months, 1 year and 4 months, 1 year and 5 months. At what point do you think that this person should say, man, fuck this shit, I'm moving on with my life? Because clearly you're occupied with the devil. with the energy vampire. With the destroyer. That you just love so much. So when you lose your libido, what are you gonna have to cut your dick off to? Is that limb that's got that libido and loss of limb? And then we loss of status. This person is just draining you. Stay there. Look, we got loss of mobility. So you can't move. This person is just gonna drain you and then leave you. Whilst there's somebody over here in your future who wants to take care of you, who wants to love you, who want to be loved by you. Somebody who want to help you, somebody who want to be helped by you. Somebody who would give you an exchange of energy rather than allowing you to just drain yourself of all of yours while they're being filled. Because that's what you got going on right now. You're drained, and I'm sure that the other person, they're full. They're full of life. They're happy. They smile. They look healthy and glowing, and you don't. You're not smiling. You're not happy. You're actually being drained of your life force every day. You're losing your ability to be great day by day by day by day. Every man have a right to decide him own destiny. Me, listen, I don't feel sorry for you. You don't feel sorry for yourself. Clearly. And the person that you're giving your all to, they don't feel sorry for you either. So nobody feels sorry for you. You don't care about yourself. The person you're with don't care about you. And I don't care about you because you don't care about you. Why should I? What's that going to benefit me? You're not a success story. You're choosing not to be a success story. So why am I going to make my heart have best wishes and great hopes for you when you don't even have that for yourself? You're choosing to stay in misery. That's what you're choosing. Why would I waste my time wanting you to be up high when you choose to be down low? Does that make me mean, or does that make it just? Does that make it fair? I think it's just fair. It's just sensible. You don't care about your prosperity. You don't care about your career. You don't care about your future. Why should anybody else? We're only going to be talking to a brick wall. Who got time for that? Beating a dead horse. Wasting our breath. Like I'm doing in this reading. I'm only going to keep going for the very few who are going to take this message seriously. I'm going to continue for the very few who is going to see this message as a wake-up call. The rest of you, if you don't care about you, I don't care about you either. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Because you know exactly what situation you're in. You know you're in a terrible situation. You know you don't belong there. You know you don't belong with this person. You know. But you're afraid to make them upset. That means you have more fear of them being upset than you have faith that God can get you through this situation. Well, then you deserve to stay there. Can't serve two masters. You put yourself in that situation in the first place. You allowed yourself to get involved with this person in the first place. You didn't know that they have a stinking temper. You didn't know that this person had a horrible temper. You didn't know. You chose to get involved with them. You chose to wrap yourself up with them, and now you're afraid to release yourself. My. What a tangled web you've woven. If you're going to allow your fear to be greater than your faith, then you deserve exactly what you're dealing with now. When you find the strength, when you find the reason, when you find the way to make your faith override your fear, then you have my blessing. Then I can root for you. But right now, I don't beat dead horses. If you're dead, you're dead. Just stay dead. Only God knows how to raise the dead. And any high priest or high priestess that you know who have ever risen somebody from the dead, if it's a true thing, once it wasn't some kind of show they were putting on, is God give them the strength to do that and the wisdom. It's the Almighty that gave that. Look, the bullying card just came out. And look, be kind to yourself. I just saw the bullying card and I threw it back quickly. But the be kind to yourself was at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, you decided to get. I bet she's a bad bitch. He wanted the baddest bitch. Yeah. You got the baddest bitch. Yeah, how you feel now? I got me a baddie. I got me a baddie. Oh, the stupidity of our youth. You live and you learn. Do some research. God and its delegates are protecting you. You see that? Your faith need to be greater than your fear. God said you need to look into the matter because God and its delegates are already there, waiting. If you choose to go this way, then you already got your protection ready. And if you choose to go the other way, then you're just going to get more of the bullshit that you've been dealing with for the last couple of months or years, or however long you had this bully. This bully that's calling itself your lover in your life. You're just gonna get more of the same bullying. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. You should just keep calm and carry on. God say, yo, I got you. You need to look into the fact that I got you and keep calm and carry on. You choose not to believe, then that's your bumbleclot business. Because I'm sure I got more enemies than you, and I don't let my fear override my faith, or else I wouldn't be here. And I wouldn't deserve to be here if I want to talk some shit about God can't. Do you know God? Clearly you don't know God, because you would never think that God can't. There's no problem too big for God to fix. None. The earth is the Lord's and the fullness therein. And you got one little woman and her friends scaring you into making bad life choices, scaring you away from your prosperity, scaring you away from making a better life for yourself, scaring you away from the life that you deserve. You don't feel you deserve better. You deserve better. That's what happens when you live a godless life. When you live a godless life, all the other elements have the power to be your master, because you didn't make the master of all masters your master. When you don't stand with God, you fall for anything. Look, immature guardians wanted to show itself bold. Who raised you? Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Do something fun. Go on the adventure for your freedom. It's not that serious, God said. It's going to be fun. You need to watch how God works. Immature friends or girlfriend and immature girlfriend and her friends, let's see, spend quality time with siblings. Yeah, she and her peoples. And what's the other one? So we got immature friends, spend quality time with siblings, and what's this? Do some exercise. That's what you're afraid of. You're afraid of them doing some exercise on you. And we got this one, you fall out by itself. God said, be kind to yourself anyway. It doesn't matter what they try to do. You don't know what the story is going to play out like. You don't know what the future holds. You're allowing your thoughts to run away with you. You're thinking everything bad. You're giving these people more power than God itself. How dare you? Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. The serenity prayer. It goes like this. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. You can change this situation. That's what that means. You can change this situation. You're afraid to. That's what life is like when you live without God. Sure, I have a lot more enemies than you, with a lot more weapons than you, hence the poison coming from off my phone, the poisonous vapors coming off my phone right now. I'm not going to let that stop me. I keeps it bumper clock moving. And I'm a girl. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You're a dude. And y'all want to go around the place like girls are the weaker sex. Girls are the weaker sex. Men were made to lead. Why not lead yourself out of this captivity then? Hey, man. Grrr. Lead yourself out of this bumbleclad captivity then, mister. You a bitch nigga. Admit that. You're afraid to make this bitch angry because you are a bitch nigga. You're bitch made. Whether you're black or you're white, you're bitch made. You a scaredy cat. Admit that. That's your first step. You're afraid. Tell yourself that. You're afraid. So now that we got that out the way, now what? Now you pray. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. Courage to change the things I can. And wisdom to know the difference. That is your wish. That's why God told you, leave the situation in love. You do not have to fight anybody. Leave this situation in love and enter into the new one in love. If you do nothing to provoke this person except to stand up for your own safety, your own peace of mind, and they try to come at you, God got something for them. God is monitoring your situation. When you're ready to make a move, God and its delegates are ready to make moves too, to protect you. So y'all gonna have to change this narrative talking about females are the weaker sex. Because right now you a man and you scared shitless of a female. Y'all need to stop this foolish talking about man supposed to be the head of the household. Clearly you're not the head of your household. It's supposed to be equal. Nobody's supposed to be over the other. The only thing that's supposed to be over the two of you is logic, wisdom. Even if it's the child that gives you the answer to some kind of problem that you're trying to solve, are you going to ignore the child because it's a child? Are you going to be angry with the child for understanding and giving you solutions when you're the man? Or are you just going to accept, hey, that's a good idea? Y'all need to stop these stupid things that y'all be talking about when you're talking about relationships. Y'all don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Everybody want power. With great power comes great responsibility. You didn't know. You like powerful women. You can't even handle a powerful woman. Look at you. Put yourself into a relationship you can't even get yourself out of as a man. You like powerful women. And you can't even handle a powerful woman. That's what you get for not staying in your lane. That's what you get for not being true to yourself. Who are you trying to impress when you invited this person into your life? You were trying to impress your friends. And now they're out there living their life freely and you're the one stuck with the fuckery. They don't have the problems that you have. But I'm sure they encouraged you. And you were feeling real mighty to be able to pull this one. You're not feeling so mighty now. And your friends, where are your friends that were helping to encourage you? And your family. All those who tell you, yes, man, this one is for you. Where are those people now to help you get away from this mess? Where are they? I know you saw signs that this person was dangerous before you got involved with them. I know you know that it was a bad idea allowing them in your life. But you chose not to listen to that voice. The voice of reason. You chose to ignore the voice of reason. And listen to your stupid ass friends and family. Listening to your ego. You wanted your ego stroked. You felt like the most important person in the world because you pulled that the baddest bitch. Now you can't pull yourself away to safety. God has to come in and rescue you from your own stupid decision. Because it don't matter how many people were telling you, yes, deal with this one. This one is for you. Bigging you up. It don't matter how many people. That the final call was yours to make. The final decision was yours to make. And you decided to get involved. Now you can't get outvolved. I don't care. You want to be mad at me? Be mad at me. Because it's going to help you. Be mad at me for telling you the truth. You needed people around you to talk to you like this. Maybe you wouldn't be so bumbleclad deep in your shit. And that's why I don't waste my time feeling sorry for people who don't want to help themselves. Why would I waste my time? Because see, I'm talking to you for your best benefit and you're angry at me. You want to fight me. You want to send negative energy at me. You want to direct your anger at me. Am I your problem? Or am I the one here trying to help you find a solution? You see why it's good to leave people in their shit? But then when we do that, y'all say we mean and we cool. But here you are getting angry at me for telling you the truth. I can feel the anger. And it's not warranted. Because I've spent the last 1 hour and 57 minutes of my life trying to help you to get out of the shit that you created in your life for free. And what do I get for it? Hatred. Acting a damn fool. Be kind to yourself. Listen to them and then decide for yourself. You see? Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. That's what you were supposed to do. Listen to them and then decide for yourself. Because every fiber in your body was telling you that you're about to make a bad decision when you allowed this person in your life. Everything in your body was telling you that. You chose to ignore all the signs. Destructive behavior. You knew it was a bad decision, but you made it anyway. Now you can't get out on your own. You need to pray. And you're mad at me for coming and telling you that you need to pray. You're mad at me for telling you that you shouldn't have listened to those stupid people that were telling you, yes, go be with this person. You're mad at me for telling you things that the people around you who claim say them love you should have been telling you. But then even yourself was telling yourself to go and do this stupid thing with this person. It was a good idea at the time. The old folks say, what sweet a ram goat mouth, sour to your belly. It was sweet when it was going in. It was sweet at first. And now that it's time that you reach your belly, all of a sudden you got belly ache. Oh. You need to make good decisions for your life in the future. Or ignore the signs and make some more stupid decisions, and then I have to come back on here and cuss you out again. No problem. Anything you do is fine by me. But you knew it was a destructive decision when you were choosing to allow this person into your world. You knew it. But something was just enticing you. It was just so irresistible. How you liking it now? How you liking the bullying now? I got the baddest bitch. Yeah, let's see what's behind there. Bullying, why? So why is this person bullying you? Because she don't want you to have a good future. She's trying to ruin you, collapse or ruin them. That's what the card said. She's trying to influence your life negatively. That's why she's bullying you. She don't like you. She be getting with her friends and talking shit about you. When you run to her about how you're feeling emotionally, and imagine you're giving all your love to this person that don't deserve your love, and then the one that is going to come along in the future who deserve you to be open and sensitive and willing to share your most vulnerable speeches with them, that's the one that you're going to be all hard and cold and rigid with. And this Jezebel that don't have no good intentions for you and never did, you're willing to pour your fucking heart out to this person hoping that she cares. She does not care. Her mission is to ruin you. Her mission is to make you lose your value. Her mission is to make you so wretched that nobody wants you. That's her mission. You are a job. That's why she's bullying you. You are her target. You are her mark. She's a spiritual assassin. You're under spiritual warfare. You're under spiritual attack. Are you comprehending? She's an agent of destruction. And you are her target. She will leave you once she has finished you. Unless you choose to pray and ask God to come in and help you. And you choose to trust the process that God is going to take you through to get you out of this dirty situation. This is a test of your faith. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Show gratitude. You're being nice to this person, and this person is just devouring every last bit of life that you got inside of you. Every last bit of light. You were so grateful to have her in your life. She's just the best thing ever. Oh, the sex is crazy. I'm sure. Once you've lost your value, you're going to lose her sex too. So it's either you give up that sex or you're going to lose it and lose yourself in the process. It's either you're going to give up the sex and keep yourself and your abilities, or you're going to lose yourself and your abilities and lose the sex too. Rewind and play again. Slowly. Either way, you have to let go of that wonderful sex. So this is the last deck to bring you messages from. Takes courage to be different. It's not easy. Okay, the subject matter of this part of your reading: learn from the past. See their pattern. Recognize the moves. Fucking put that shit on a calendar. Write the shit down. We argued today. We were good. We were good today. We were good today. We were good today. We argued. We almost fought the next day. She didn't come home this day. She didn't come home the next day either. She came back on this day. We fought again on this day. She left again the next day. Oh, after she had sex with me, we had some crazy sex. Yeah. After she came back and we argued afterwards, we had some crazy sex. It was wonderful. Yeah. She fucked me and then she disappeared. She fucked my brains out and then she disappeared. Interesting. So now we have who is he? And we have negative influences. It says on social media, but this is like in your life. Negative influences, that's who he is. So who is this he that God is talking about? God wants you to recognize a man in your life as a negative influence. Is this the one who was telling you, yeah, man, you should get involved with this chick? And everything in your body was telling you, no, it's a bad idea. You shouldn't do that. And then she come and put her hands on your balls and it's like, whoa. Gotcha. She opened up your belt and she pulled down she opened up your pants and she pulled down your pants and she took your thing out and she put her mouth on it and she moved her head around like this and she just and you just, that's it, sold. She got you. Who the fuck is he to influence you to say yes? He helped. Whoever this he is, whoever this man is, he's a negative influence in your life. He's an immature guardian. He didn't give a fuck about your future. And you just followed right along, not giving a fuck about your future. You knew she was a mistake. I can't even talk like this is a job anymore. If it is, then apply it. But this feel like it's a relationship. You need to get away from this man that's negatively influenced you. You need to stand up for yourself from this immature guardian, or else he's going to encourage you to make some life decisions. So is he the one who sent her in to destroy you? Because we still haven't even addressed who sent her. Is he the one who sent her to destroy you? Is he the one who is paying her to destroy you? Is he the one who don't want you to be your best self. Who is he? You need to figure out who he is. He's the one that's behind everything. So God says you need to stand up for yourself against this immature person that you look up to. Somebody that you have in high regard. And we got the serenity prayer. You need to stand up for yourself, and you need to remember that you said you asked God to grant you the serenity to accept the things you cannot change, the courage to change the things you can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Stand in your power. We have get a part-time job. Have they been kind to you? So that's the female. She was getting paid. Her part-time job was to make your life a living hell. Her part-time job is to ruin you and your abilities. Her part-time job is to incapacitate you. Her part-time job is to cut you all the way down to the ground. And I'm guessing he sent her. He's the one who pays her. So God said, have they been kind to you? The answer would be no. Or if you want to look at it in percentages of the time, what percentage of the time that you spend with this woman are you getting along? And what percentage of the time you spend is in turmoil? Do your research. Stop for a moment and think. You'll find that there's more turmoil than kindness from her. So have they been kind to you, and why? They've been paid not to be kind to you. Have they been kind to you? No. Why? Because they've been paid. Spend quality time with the sibling, that would be you, the brethren, and bully you. Immature friends. So have they been kind to you? Why? Have they been kind to you? No. Why? Because they were asked to spend time with you and bully you. They're paid to be immature friends. So it could be more than one person around you. So there's a whole bunch of people around you that's egging you on, making you feel like you just have the baddest bitch and they're just so jealous of you and what you have. And in the back of your mind, you're thinking, oh my God, if you know what kind of nightmare this is. But they know. They're just here to paint a picture in your face like they're jealous when they know they're helping to cause your misery. They know you're miserable. They can see it on you. They're part of the scheme to keep you away from your great fortune. There's greatness in your future that they don't want you to have. None of them want you to have. You're around a bunch of snakes. That's why they have not been kind to you. They know your fortune is going to be fantastic if you link up with these people who are good for your future. You remember those people that you got waiting? Those people are on your pathway to prosperity. They play a role in your prosperity. They play a role in your bright and prosperous future. They know that. And that's why they're doing so much work to keep you away. They're keeping you distracted with fear and confusion and anger, low self-esteem. Remember, they're there to cripple you. It's only going to get worse if you stay there. And when they finish you, that's when they will leave your life. Until then, they're not going anywhere. They're going to keep pretending to be your friends. They're going to keep pretending to be jealous of your relationship. You're going to keep pretending to be happy. But they're going to keep seeing that you're not happy. They can see that their bad work is working. Their hex is working. Their magic is working. Their manipulations are working. You're surrounded by evil. So we got immature friends. Show gratitude. Do not cave to peer pressure. Look at that energy. Immature friends. Show gratitude. Do not cave to peer pressure. You see? So the immature friends are there to come in and fake with you, like all smiles and giving you compliments and making you feel like you're the real Don Dada for having the baddest bitch, and just everything to make you feel like you have made such a great decision in having this Jezebel, this Sataness in your life. They know better. They're trying to make you believe that they like you. Show gratitude. They're trying to make you believe that all is well. Because why would God after that tell you do not cave to peer pressure? It is of the positive kind. It's not of the negative kind. It's not like, say, they're trying to get you to do things that you could clearly see is bad for you. Which in this case, by now, you can clearly see that she is bad for you, but they're here to keep the clouds over your eyes to make you think that, okay, my life is miserable with the house, but everybody think that our life is great. No, they know your life is miserable with this person in the house because they are part of the scheme. They're not jealous of her. They know she's trash. They're glad she's not in their life. Actually, they're glad that they're not the ones dealing with this bullshit. That's the truth of the matter. They're just there to convince you that you got the baddest bitch. And they're jealous of you. That's what they're there to convince you. They're there to convince you that you are the Don because you have such an exquisite Jezebel on your side. Because they want you to keep her in your life so that she can continue to ruin your vision, ruin your ambition, ruin your motivation. You understand? That's what's happening. They know your life is miserable with her. They knew she was bad for you. It's a setup. Remember the card said it's a setup before the setup? It was all a setup. The question is, who is he? This is the one behind pulling all the strings. Who is he? He's a negative influence in your life. He don't want to see you prosper. And we got do not cave to peer pressure, drink more water. This means be more compassionate, show more, be loving, be patient, be kind, without making yourself anybody's doormat. Okay? Be kind, be patient. Remember, God said, leave the situation in love and enter. Well, you don't need to fight nobody. You just need to speak the truth and make your move. I'm leaving. You need to raise your voice. You don't need to raise your hand unless they raise their hand on you. And don't wonder where your help is gonna come from. God see, and God is there, and God have your help ready. If it comes to that, if it's a person you need, there's a person close by. If it's a weapon you need to protect yourself, there's a weapon close by. Whatever you need, God has it there already. You need to trust that. But you have a right to secure your own safety. These people don't mean no kind of good whatsoever. They want to finish you and then leave. It's a test, and it's time to act mature. So you don't take away anything else from this situation. Take away these two things. You need to leave, and you need to leave respectfully. And let God take care of the rest. Let me say that again. If you don't take away anything else from what I said tonight, take away these two things. One, you need to leave. And two, you need to leave respectfully. And let God and its delegates take care of the rest. It's not your business to know what's going to happen. It is your business to show respect for yourself by extracting yourself from such a harmful situation. It is your duty to protect your destiny. Or you can remain weak and let them take it from you. Empty you and then leave you. They're not going to help pick you up. You can't call any of them and say, yo, I'm low on funds. You got any to help me? When they got 2 billion, they're going to say no. They don't love you. And you don't need them to love you. You need to love yourself. And you need to know that God loves you. And the people who are in your future, they're out there waiting for you to come so they can love you too. And so you can love them. Life is what we make it. I hope you know who he is. Because he's a negative influence in your life. So that brings us to the end of this very long reading. Thank you for watching. Hope it was helpful. So yeah, I wish you the best of luck going forward. Well, I must say, at the end of the reading, I can feel you a little bit more contemplative. You're not as rebellious as you were, say, an hour ago. Okay, which is good. That's a good start. So now I can wish you the best going forward. Now I can give you a blessing because I see that you've at least taken a step forward on your own. You took a step forward and I respect that. So I give you my blessing and I send you strength to be able to take another step forward and another. As much as you need to get yourself out of this situation. And I pray that you remember to have faith in God's presence and God's ability to do all things. Don't worry where your help is going to come from. You already invited God into your situation. Just know it's going to come. That's what you call having faith. It's like some people, somebody can promise you dinner. Some people, they say, I'm going to buy dinner for you today. And you know, shit. Yeah, that's not, I already know that's not going to happen. The chances of that happening is unlikely. And then there are some people who say, I'm going to buy you dinner today. And you know to expect them. God is like that. Expect God to come in. Okay? So, all my love to you. And thank you very much for not being a wimp. Or at least making the first step to not be a wimp. Because we like champions over here. We don't do bullies. Fuck the bullies. Okay? God is greater. Our God is greater. Our God is infinitely greater. We don't do bumbleclap bullies. All when you shake like this, do what the fuck you got to do. I've been there. And you're only shaking because you haven't had enough practice in having faith in God. So remember, when you're doing this ejection of yourself from this horrible situation, you're going to have times where you're like this. Don't let that distract you. Keep going. Keep going. Keep having faith in God and keep fucking going. Don't let the fact that you got the shakes make you feel like you're incapable. Keep going. As you go through life and you find yourself in tough situations that call for you to uh exercise your faith, all that shaky is going to go away. But at first, when I had to practice faith, because like I said, I got bigger enemies than you, more powerful enemies than you, and I got more enemies than you. I used to go through the shakes, but I was determined. I don't do bullying. Don't try bully me. Okay? I'm one of the nicest people in the world, but do not you make the mistake and think that I'm bullyable. I'm not bullyable. I am not bullyable. I'm not the one. You want to see my beast come out? You don't wonder where I got that strength from. It's like I'm two different people. You're fucking right, I am. To protect myself, to protect my honor, to protect my life, yeah, I'll become somebody else. I used to shake, but I was determined. I'm going to go forward anyway because I'm not going to let anybody steal my life and my joy away from me. You're not doing that. You're not going to make me want to lock myself inside of a house and don't want to come out because of fear. I don't think so. Something going to have to shake. God going to have to perform a miracle because I'm not having this. And God did. And here I am today. Whole. Able to tell the story. Able to share my testimony. God is real. God is true. And God is capable. God won't fail you if you choose to trust in God. God cannot and will not fail you because if you choose to put your trust in God and God fail you, what does that do to your relationship and your faith in God in the future? It's going to make you not want to trust in God. But you see, when it comes to having faith in God, another part that you need to remember is trusting the process. Having faith in God doesn't mean things are going to go exactly how you want it to go. That's one part of the mission that we misunderstand. We think that having faith in God means everything is going to go smooth all the time. No. God give us the strength to endure hardship when it's necessary or when it comes. It doesn't mean we're not going to go through something hard. It means that we're going to have the ability to go through it and come out victorious. See, that's where people misunderstand working with God because they think that because I put God first, that I won't have to go through any hardship. Love, they taught us it wrong. For generations, they've been teaching the teaching wrong. God allow us to go through things so we can test our faith, so we can grow our faith, and so we can give God a chance to prove itself in our life. So once you go through this situation with God at your side, God on your side, and you experience God in this situation, you get to know each other a bit more. And when the next situation come up, you're gonna have more faith. It's gonna be easier for you to just know, you know what, God got me. You see it? So this is a building of your faith, a building of your relationship with your God. If you allow it to be, if you keep taking those steps forward to reclaim your destiny, That's what's gonna happen. You're gonna grow in faith, and you're gonna grow with God. You're gonna learn to trust in God. And when another hardship come, it won't seem like it's such a huge mountain. It won't seem like it's such a huge project. You go straight to the prayer. Be like, I know what to do. Be like Chanel said, pray. God grant me the strength to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Salute. That's what you're going to do. Probably won't say it like that, but basically, that's what you're going to do. Just watch. Anyway, thank you for watching. Until next time, my darling. Good luck. Bye.